So last night I was thinking about the energetic impacts of what you think, what you believe, and your memories. Because when we remember something and we are attached to that memory, you can think of it like there is an energetic projection that has been created, and that energetic projection is moving us or pushing us in a certain direction. It's like when you are around somebody and they have a certain energy and the energy isn't so positive, right? Like, it's not a good energy. You can feel that and it can impact you. It can make you, feel what they are feeling. And so attachment to past memories, I realized, is the same thing as being around that person. In fact, there technically is kind of no different in terms of energy world, because if you are remembering something and that is basically taking you to the energetic frequency, the energetic place that the memory held with your attachment to it. So I'm saying that you could be thinking of something and not have an attachment to the image. You don't identify with that person in the memory. You don't identify as the you that was in that very shameful situation, very embarrassing situation, very sad situation, very angry situation. If you didn't identify with that, then it's not really tied to you. But if you identify with that person in the memory, you can. It's almost like being there in that memory. So Joe Dispenza often talks about freeing yourself from the memories of the past, because your memories kind of tie you down. And it's not the memories itself, but it's the energetic attachment or energetic presence that still holds over your life. And it could hold a very strong and very tight grip over your life. And so I realized that, these things, these memories, these thoughts, these beliefs, they all hold a energy behind them, and you can feel the energy. And the way you can understand it is by feeling. It's not by intellectually thinking of it. It's by feeling out that energy, by feeling out what is there in that place. And if you can do that, that is going to reveal or show you what is underneath the surface of that memory or underneath the surface of that event. And you don't need to get too crazy with this. If you remember something and it evokes emotion, or you're feeling it, you can feel sort of the emotions behind it and the energy behind it. And as you get better in terms of energy and in terms of feeling, you can feel out that energy, and you can even send a different form of energy to that emotion, and it starts to shift the emotion, or starts to shift the memory. For example, if you are in a very sad state, you can send loving kindness to it. And how do you do that? Well, you are in a sad state, or you are in an angry state, and it's just boiling inside. You're so annoyed, and it's at the surface. But then you could start to think, how could I be grateful for this? And you can try to tap into the abundance of another emotion, for example, the loving emotion, and send that out into that more uncomfortable emotion, and it starts to shift the negative emotion into a more positive emotion. Think of it like diluting water with chemicals. Diluting chemicals with water, and you're starting to shift the solution in the right direction. And so that's just something I thought about last night. It's like the massive impact that these have. And I was even like thinking of seeing it visually, like very visually, seeing almost like an image of that's a great analogy or great image you could conjure in your mind. I would say like lights, or chi, or Dragon Ball Z when they're shooting out blasts of chi from their hands. As silly as that sounds, I think that's actually kind of like not a bad analogy for a lot of energy work. So peace.